Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more FM22. We're playing with the Bohemians in the Czech Republic, and a new season is about to start. But before we get to that, we got actually quite a few things to talk about. Lots of transfers, also lots of other things. So strap in, it's gonna be a long one. We're gonna start with the awards here, right? So goalkeeper of the year, Antonio Zivera. Yes, he won it, and that is great for him. Defender of last season, Haustak. Yes, he won it again, and there was a little bit of a gap here, but nice, very nice, good for him. What about the midfielders? Well, Ben Fredericks won that one. So lovely. Pasalic as number 2 and Pagano as number 3. So we're taking full. We're taking all the titles here for sure. Striker of the year, not us. Tran is runner-up, but here's the thing: we are rotating quite a bit, and it's hard to win the striker of the season if you're not playing every single game and getting a lot of goals. So I can understand why we didn't win that one. Chess best foreigner. Did we win that one? I'm actually not sure. No, we didn't. Pagano was number 2. So we haven't won that too much, except from one time with Pasalic. That's interesting. Okay. Goal of the season, don't care. Manager of the season, for 4 times in a row, it's us. There we go. Player of the year. Who do you think it is? Who do you think it is? It's Tran. First time we win it. Yeah. It's very nice. It's very, very. I think he deserves it. He's been fantastic. 15 goals, 9 assists, right? Yeah, and he actually, you can see here the voting points, 51 points down to 42. So he's yeah, it's a pretty big win for him. Well done, mate. He's a homegrown player. I love him. It's great to see that he can win it. I mean, he's not a homegrown club-based. I mean, he's not an intake, but he is an homegrown. we got him really early. Team of the year. Okay, fair enough. So, Sivera, Homero, Ibsen, Haustak, Mendoza, Pagano, Alessandro, Santos, Pasalic, and Tran in the first 11. Only Madsen from Sparta Prague is in there, except from our guys. And there is also a couple on the bench, right? Yeah, we got the likes of Tweed, Fredericks. Wow, Fredericks is on the bench because there is no shadow striker in there, but whatever. Vasilo, Utusowi. I mean, that's really, really good. Top goal scorer, well, it's not us. Yeah, we don't really have a top goal scorer because we are rotating quite a bit. Young player of the season or young player of the year, I don't know. I don't know if we have that one. Oh, of course, it's Juraj Milan. Yeah, that makes sense. And Ben Fredericks is second. All right, that makes sense, I guess. Alright, so the transfers, and I can tell you right now, yeah, we're looking at the release players here, but I can tell you that this has been the window of ridiculous contract demands. I mean, to be fair, just to say it, my new absolute highest wages is, let's just say 12k, probably 12k or something like that, which I think is more than high enough for a club like ours, right? More than enough. Yeah, we are rich. We are very, very rich, actually. But why do you think we are that rich? Yeah. Controlling the wages. And also usually spending quite smart on young talent. I'm just saying that because you will hear and see crazy things. So, yeah. Who left us? Well, we never managed to sell Uku. That's unfortunate. I think he was worth money, but he's gone. And it seems like he went to Slovan Liberec actually after he left us on a free. All right, I think that's cool. I think I'm very happy that he's gonna stay in the Czech Republic. He's a legend. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a legend. He was the last player. He was the last player that was from the club when the save started, right? He was the last one. Now we do not have any of the real players anymore So yeah, he was a real Bohemian. So yeah, but I mean, pretty much a legend. But of course, he was nowhere near the the levels that we I mean, in the beginning, he was quite good in the beginning, I would say. But yeah, I mean, the last couple of seasons, he was just nowhere near good enough anymore. But what a legend he is. What a legend. And to round that off, we do also have 2 youngsters who is leaving us, a goalkeeper and also Janota. Yeah, I mean, I thought I could sell this guy, but yeah, they never really became anything. So I guess some of my signings of all those, you know, compensation deals, they didn't really work out too good. There's just not enough money in, well, there is a lot of money in the Czech Republic, but the signings was just not good enough to bring any money back for us. So I guess overall, I would say most of the compensation deals I made for the very, very young guys, you know, 15, 16-year-olds, they haven't really, maybe 1 or 2 of them, and that's honestly also all you need. So I might be a little bit obscured in my viewpoint here, because if just 1 of them is gonna work out and we get millions for him, then it was all worth it. So I don't know, it's hard to tell if it actually worked or not. I need to really look into it if I need to figure that one out. Anyway, that is the released players. Not a whole lot of them, but next season there will probably be more, I think. Let the craziness begin, and we're starting with Alessandro. He had a minimum release clause of 6.75 million, and that was being met by Al Ahly. Yeah, another Saudi club coming in for our players. Oh god. And yeah, when that happened, I wanted to give him a new contract to try and counter it, right? Yeah, he wanted 81k in wages. Yeah, you heard me right. 81k. Bye-bye, Alessandro. And he's only getting 43 anyway for his new club. 81k. Are you kidding me? Those agents are... Let's move on. Pagano demanded 25k in wages on a new contract. He actually didn't need a new contract because he was on 2.2k wages running for 32, right? He had a pretty long contract. It was a cheap one, but yeah, he got really mad when I said no. So yeah, and he wanted 25k in that new contract when I did decide to try and give him one. 25k, are you... No, absolutely not. So he got transfer listed by request, and in the end, he went to Watford actually for 6.5 million. So we got a pretty good deal for him. 6.5 million, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I can find a new midfielder. No worries. Sorry, but goodbye, Pagano. I'll take the money, and you can get your 25k. Actually, he did manage to get 25k in Watford. So yeah, you know what? Happy days. Happy days. It's okay. I can find a new one. Vasalo is one of the other players that was running out of contract in a year's time, and he demanded 18k in wages. Well, that doesn't look like a whole lot now when he's getting 105 somewhere else, but 18k at that moment when I thought about it, I was like, nope, that's not gonna happen. So he also got sold, right? He how much did I get for him? I forgot. 6.25. That's the third player over 6 million. So we are pretty good financially speaking. But yeah, he left for another Saudi club, Al Nassr. I don't know, they seem to be like rating us for players for some reason. But yeah, 105 wages, 105k in wages. That's insane. That's just so out there. So yeah, all right then, he's gone, and it's. I think they are overpaying here. I think they're overpaying. I don't think he's that good, but I could be wrong. But there we go, he's gone. Rafael Silver, our youngster, went to Sparta for 1.1 million. If it was anyone else outside the Czech Republic, I would probably not have sold him for that amount. I like to sell my players kind of cheap to some of the. I mean, it's often Slavia or Sparta coming in for these guys, but I'll allow to sell them for fairly cheap, and I think 1.1 million was probably a little bit on the cheap side here. But yeah, he went to Sparta, and I hope he can do something for them. He might be good enough for their team actually. He's just not good enough for mine anyway. I mean, yeah, he's only 19, so yeah, but I guess 1.1 million, I can find new youngsters to bring into the Czech Republic. So I'm okay with that. It's okay. Josef Kjaer, one of the, many compensation deals that actually turned out to be okay. I got 50k for him. Not a whole lot, but he's going out to another small club in the Czech Republic. So, you know what? That's fine. I hoped he developed a little bit more, but he never really did. This is probably his level. So there we go. Lokomotiva bought Strabik. Yeah, and we only got 54k for him. He only had 1 year left, and he's 24 now. So I thought I could probably have gotten more for him. We basically don't really get anything for him. It's a bit of an annoying one because I think he was better than 54k. But yeah, he's going back to Croatia. So goodbye, Strabik. Silvera, our goalkeeper, wanted 28k in wages when I went in for a new contract for him. Yeah, goodbye. Nope, not gonna happen. He is sold to Olympiacos for 2.1 million. You know what? I'm okay with that. He's 32 and I got 2.1 million for him. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, sure. I mean, that is making me worry a little bit about our goalkeeping area, but we will get more to that later. But yeah, Silvera, he's gone. Ah, Colina. This is the most fun of all the deals that we have done. I sold him for 1.3 million. Yeah, this is the second time we are selling him for good money. I don't know. Should I sign him a third time? Should I sign him a third time in a couple of years' time? I don't know. Probably not, but that was fun. Just take a look. Just take a look at the history here, right? We bought him for 53k many seasons ago. Then we sold him to Bratislava for 450k. Then we bought him back for 230, and then now we are selling him for 1.3. That is what you call a profit maker. That's brilliant. Loving that. But yeah, he left us, and I'm okay with that. He didn't really play a whole lot last season. Not that he needed to. He was a backup. So yeah, there we go. I'm getting 1.3 million for a backup. Well, thumbs up to that one. It might be the last time that I'm gonna say Breidenberger because he left us. So he actually wanted a somewhat decent contract of 6k wages when I went in for him. But he also wanted to be an important player, and I couldn't negotiate that one. So I decided that that's probably not gonna happen, and you know what, I can definitely sell him, and that's exactly what I did for 2.6 million to some team in Austria, I think. Yeah, I have never heard of them. 2.6 million. I think it's a good deal. Actually, how much did I pay for him? Oh, free. Yeah, so it is a good deal. Very good deal, actually. He's a fairly good player. Don't get me wrong. He was a really, really good squad player for us, but he was not gonna become an important player. So yeah, he's gone. This is one of those that I kind of expected would happen because Andres Mendoza, he had a free release clause of only 3.5 million. Yeah. I tried to counter it and, give him a new contract, but he demanded 32k in wages. No surprises there, I suppose. So yeah, he's sold for 3.5, of course. It's annoying because he's, as you can see, worth way more now when he is in Wolfsburg. And he didn't even get 23k in wages, he only got 18.2. Not that I would have given him that anyway, but there we go. One of our best, probably the best inverted wingback, gone. Marek Rihak. This is one of our own intakes, actually. Yeah, one of our own intakes is gonna go out to Baník Ostrava, of all places. I like it. I love it. And I even get a good amount of money for him. 200 and... Nope, that's not true. Yeah, 235 with the add-ons. I think that's a very, very good price for him. And I also really like that he's going to Baník Ostrava and not Sparta or Slavia Prague. Really loving that. I would probably never really use him myself because he do have the consistency over here and also Fickle. He's a Fickle one. So, yeah, but I'm happy that he's gonna stay in Czech Republic and with another team not being Sparta or Slavia. So, yeah, happy days. I love it. But another youngster who did go to Sparta, Martins, right? I didn't really play him. He was sitting in our or B team actually. And I didn't really expect to use him anyway. So he went for 1 million to Sparta. And we don't really get more than... yeah, we are actually losing money on him because we signed him for 1.5k, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we are losing 500k on this deal. I mean, we got some of it back with this loan deal, but yeah, it's not really there. It's not really there. It's not a great... it wasn't a great buy for me because... Well, I could have used him. Here's the thing. I could have used him, but we don't really play with fullbacks right now, and he's definitely not an inverted wingback. I could have tried to retrain him to do that, but in the end, yeah, he was sold. Pilik, another of our, I believe he's actually an intake as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he is. He is an intake, going to Slovakia for, what was it, 61k? 69k. Lovely. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. It's perfectly fine. He was actually, he was fairly professional. Only orange and consistency over here. He could be a decent player for them. He might be a fairly good player. The last one of the bunch here that I have sold, there is also a lot more free deals and also loan deals done and stuff like that. But this is the last one for money. And it is Jose Mendes. I think I bought him last season actually only. But no, I didn't buy him. I got him on free, right? Yeah, that's true. Got him on free, right, a couple of seasons ago it seemed like. And now I've sold him to Slavia Prague for 150k. Is that a good deal? Probably not for us. But it is a good deal for Slavia Prague. They're getting a really good youngster on their hand. And you know what? I don't really care. I would probably never use him. I bought him to get sold. That's what I did. So I sold him pretty early on, 150k. Like I said, Slavia Prague get a pretty decent player. That is the last one of the bunch when it comes to sellings, but there is a lot of free deals, loan deals and stuff like that. But we'll take a look at that later on. Now to the ins. The first guy that I brought in is a Portuguese 23-year-old Alexis Costa. Yes, I bought him for 575? No, 475. Okay, with add-ons. No add-ons, just 475k. He is a, deep lying forward, but I'll probably play him as a false 9. He has done quite well in the, the friendlies, and also we did win it, the Slovakian, or Czechoslovakian Super Cup. We did win it, quite big actually, and he did play in that one as well, and he's been doing really good in there. So, this guy might be my first choice as a false 9. Yes, you heard me right. So where is Tran? Well, we'll get to that later on, but he might be my first choice right now. So that's interesting, right? And I think he's also a very, very good buy. He's only on 4k wages, running quite a few years, so I'm very happy with this deal. Ariel Perello. Oh yes, an 18-year-old from... I don't really know where he came from, to be honest. Did he come from Argentina? Yes, he did. For 1.1 million from the Premier Division. He didn't do that well, but yeah. So here's the thing. How do I play this guy? Well, I plan to play him down here, right? He's retraining to do that, and I'm playing him down there in that spot, and he will... Give him 10 games and he will be able to play there, right? That's about the extent I want to say. And I think right now what I'm seeing here and what I'm also have seen in the friendlies, he might be our first choice down there. He might be the first choice. He's also on a pretty low wage contract running for quite a few years. I think that's 5 years actually. Pretty happy with him except from one thing, and that is temperamental, personality. That is not the best. But other than that, I think he's a very, very solid player. We just need to retrain him a little bit. Another striker is coming in, and this one is a different one because he's not really a false 9. He's called Cadoba, and I don't really... What did I pay for him? 525k, and he's coming from Costa Rica. He is a Costa Rican international, isn't he? Yes, he is. Costa Rican international. That's interesting. He's probably gonna be second choice up front this year. And he's a bit of a... I don't know what he is actually. He's a target forward without being a target forward. He can play deep lying forward. I think I'm gonna personalize this role for him when he's playing in there. The deep lying forward seems to be a pretty good option for him. He got some good first touch, he got some good balance, and just kind of okay stats everywhere else. He's not very, very good, but he's definitely not very bad either. Also, decent wages, running 5 years. Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? But yeah, he's just you know, kind of a squad player, and I'm okay with that. He's not gonna get a ton of game time, but he's gonna be okay. Stefan Schulz, 2.1 million from FC Copenhagen. A Danish 20-year-old inverted winger. Yes, I am gonna play him as an inverted winger on attack over there. Yeah, this is kind of like one of those deals that I didn't really plan too much on. I mean, he's coming in as a squad player, but he could honestly be the starter. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna play second fiddle to Atanasov and Santos, or because it's a big or, because Atanasov and Santos can also play other, you know, somewhere else. So he might be needed more than I first thought he would. But he's definitely a decent player, and it's nice to have another really good Danish player in there. Again, pretty good low wages here, and I think that's a 3-year contract, a 4-year contract, 3-year, I don't know, something like that. I can't do my math here. Yeah, so I think it's a good deal, even with him being quite expensive. I think he's gonna do fine for us, and he's gonna fight for that spot. He could be a starter, like I said, he could be a starter for us, but we'll see about that. Nathan Jones is a free signing that I made back in the winter. Yeah, I kind of forgot about him, kind of. Not really, but I forgot to show him at least back then. He is a 23-year-old French central defender. You can play on either side, which is really great. He got 2 really strong foot. No. So yeah, probably fourth choice. I would say. But we'll see how much playtime he's gonna get. I mean, this is a decent signing. Why? Because he's free. Yeah, he's a free signing from Porto's B team. So I don't really have anything else to say here. I think he's 4K wages, running a long contract, and you know, he's definitely good enough for my team. It's just he's not the best one, but still very, very decent. That's the case, right? Very, very decent. He even played the Super Cup. Yeah, he did quite well in that one as well. But he's probably not a starter. And I got more free signings coming in here. And this one, actually the rest of them that I have, is all signed in the summer transfer. I only signed one player in the winter transfer. Isn't that quite something? So this guy, Hugo Domiti, an Argentine player from, I don't know where he came from, probably Argentina. Nope, actually Italy, from Inter. Wow. He didn't play. He didn't really play. They bought him for 1.4. I got him for free. That's how you're doing business, right? So what is he? Well, he is my... I don't know if he's gonna be first choice or second choice. But no, I think second choice shadow striker. He do not have the finishing, but he do have some really good technique and good composure, and otherwise pretty solid. He's been playing a couple of games and easily he can score goals. So I think he should do fine, but he's probably second choice in the shadow striker role, which I'm okay with. That's fine. Just a decent player. There's nothing wrong with him, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with him. He is rock solid, I think. So yeah, happy to have him for free. He is on some heavy wages, 8,500. That's probably on the heavy side on our team, running for quite a few years, of course. But I'm pretty happy with this signing overall. I think this one might be the first player that you guys probably also know. Actually, I think it's the first player I signed that I have knowledge about from the real world. It is Dani Ceballos. He's coming in on a free signing. Yes, he's a free signing. The former Real Madrid player will help us in the midfield, bringing lots of experience, of course. I just saw this. Yeah, I forgot about that. He's a fucking gunner. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want to play former Arsenal players, but... Oh, I didn't see this when I signed him, but it's fine. It's fine. He was only a loan deal for them. He was only a loan deal, right? He never really... At least I don't think here in the game he actually... Nope. He wasn't a Real Madrid player, so it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, he's gonna be playing in there in the midfield. He's probably only second choice, to be honest. But that experience alone is worth it, and his wages is not even that high. He's running for, he got a 2-year contract, I believe. No, actually only a 1-year contract, but it got an extension if he's playing 15 games, so it's basically 2 years. Because he will play 15 games, I'm sure of it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one, and we definitely needed to strengthen our midfield. We needed at least one decent player in there, and I think this guy is very decent for at least 1 year, maybe 2 years. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I really just hate this picture right now because there is a picture of Arsenal's badge. But that's all I can say. But yeah, I'm happy with the signing overall. Another midfielder I got right after we signed Ceballos is Pedro Jose. I don't know, is that how you pronounce him? I don't know. I mean, when it's Portuguese, there is something about it compared to the Spanish. But if it's like Jose Mourinho, which I think it is, it's probably Jose. So Jose is another midfielder coming in, also on a free signing, and I don't know why it is my assistant manager, whoever is making up these, only calculate him as a 2-star, because he do look like at least a 2.5-star to me compared to the rest of the team we have. But fair enough, he's a 2-star, but he's probably third choice anyway. But yeah, I'm very happy again getting someone like this in and just strengthen. He's on an emergency backup, 2,600 wages, running for quite a few years. I think it's a good signing when it's free, absolutely. But yeah, third choice central midfielder this season. Yeah, there we go. I can't say that I have heard about this guy before. I probably should, but I think in real that he's probably a pretty big talent. Patrick Wollmark from Sweden is coming in as an inside forward on the right-hand side. I think he might be the first choice in there. Yeah, he's coming in on a free deal. Yes, free signing. One more free signing, and this is a big one, isn't it? He's very, very good. I could easily sell him for a couple of millions down the road here. I mean, he is 27, so that's why I'm saying that he was probably a pretty big talent in Real, because he would be around 18 or something like that, maybe 19 in Real. I don't know, but where did he come from? He's wow, he's from Kviding FIF. I have a very special relationship with that team for reasons that you don't know. Haken, okay, and then he got bought by Feyenoord for 4.2 million. In Real. I think that's actually in Real. 21-22 season. Yeah, I think so. Or it could also be in the game this happened. I don't know. But anyway, he looks like a pretty damn big talent. If he's playing in Haken in the Premier Division as an 18-year-old, then he is a big talent, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know him in Real, but I think he's a very good player, like I said, and I think he's going to be our first choice in there, above Pasalic and above Faria. Who is the other two, inside forwards up there for us. So yeah, happy days, absolutely. I'm very happy about this one. Mario Gabriel, a new inverted wingback on the right-hand side, which was really needed. He might be the first choice above Tweed this season. He cost us 525k, and well, that's breaking the tradition of getting free signings, I guess. But yeah, he's a good deal. I mean, 525k is not a whole lot for a player like this, at least to my belief. Not gonna lie, it is very hard to find left-footed inverted wingbacks playing on the right-hand side. Slim choices. There are slim choices out there. And this guy is also my last signing for now. And I think we got a good team, but we will take a look at the squad view in some moments time here. But this is the last guy that I bought in, and I think it's a good one. He was definitely needed, so we lost. We are probably a little bit weak in that inverted wingback area, but let's see about that later on. Right, so we of course had some new contracts to sign as well. We sold some of the players that we had to get new contracts on, but we also of course got some of them to stay. One of them was Faria. He signed a new contract. He was actually someone that was wanted by quite a few clubs. and I decided to keep him instead because I think he's pretty good. So he's on a fairly cheap contract, actually, 2,100, running for 5 years. A lot more sensible than some of the other guys that left us, right? So I'm pretty happy with that. He's probably third choice inside forward without actually being an inside forward. Probably more a winger, but I'm pretty happy with him being the third choice for this season. So yeah, there we go. New contract for him. Good old Pasalic is also staying. He is getting, I don't know, a few £100 more. And this time around, he's actually signing a contract for 3 years. So that's... Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. You know what? I'm very, very happy because he's also one of the most important players when it comes to being a squad leader. And it is important not to get rid of all of your squad leaders at once. We did only... No, we didn't actually lose any of our squad leaders, did we? No. We have Tran, we got Pasalic, and then there is one more after this one. But yeah, Pasalic, very, very nice to see him back in. He's probably second choice of this season, but that's okay. As you can see, he actually signed a contract as a squad player, so happy days. Heavy contract, but happy days. Halvorstad have also signed a new contract, and it is pretty much the same sensible deal as a Pasalic. I mean, I'm saying it's sensible, but it's of course some pretty high wages, but yeah, I think it's great because it's also running for 3 years, and I'm very happy to have him staying like Pasalic. Both of them very important in the dressing room. They are the leaders of this team, or at least part of it. Influential, very, very. I mean, no, they are leaders. Both of them were in the leading. If we go into the squad dynamics, we will see that they would be both leaders. I'm a little bit unsure about... now, here's the thing. Halvorstad is likely not going to be playing as a central or ball-playing defender next season. He could, absolutely. He's probably my second choice ball-playing defender. But I am likely going to move him up to play something else. But yeah, I'm very happy about him signing a new contract as well. I was a little bit worried when I saw how much some of the other players wanted in contract. Like, what was it, 81k for... Alessandro? Absolutely ridiculous. So at least some of our main guys in there wanted some sensible contracts, not 25k or 45 or some crazy shit. So yeah, happy days here. Absolutely, I'm happy about them signing again, that's for sure. And I mean, at this stage, I would say Pasalic and Halvorstad is probably the two club legends, right? They have been so many years with us, being so solid in their performances. So very, very happy to see them both staying. A couple of other news that I want to talk about. One of them is that the board have decided to plan to build a new stadium, and I can't see it anywhere. The the inbox mail is gone, and it's not really shown anywhere. At least not where, to my knowledge, it's shown anywhere. But they are planning to build a new stadium for us, and hopefully it's gonna go through because we could really use an upgrade on this. We could. Oh, there we go. Yeah, stage, future stadium plans. It's actually saying it down here. So a capacity of 15,550. I hope for a bit more, because we are selling out our stadium as it is right now many times. So I wish we were getting even a bigger stadium than this, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, we are rich anyway. We are doing fine. It's okay, but it's lovely to see that they're planning a new stadium. So there we go. Another thing that I haven't really shown you before is the club rankings, right, in Europe. And would you look at that? Because we have done so well out in Europe over the last 5 seasons, because that is... Actually, we can go by 10 seasons, but then we're getting further back. Usually, you use the 5-year thing here to figure out who is doing really well out in Europe. And as we can see, we are on number 20 spot. We are above the Gunners. Sorry, Gooners. We are above the Gooners, where we should be. I don't know, I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to do it. So yeah, there we go, but here's my worry. Where is Tottenham? Where is Tottenham on this list? Oh god. No. No way. No. Oh. Oh my god. 96. Oh my god. Disgusting. Alright. That actually made me tear up a little bit. No, not cheer, but make tears come down my chin. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at something else. Let's take a look at the rankings, overall rankings by the Czech Republic here. 42. That's good. We're moving up. We're moving up. That's very, very good. I think that's pretty much where we started when we took over, actually, but shh, don't tell anyone. What about the Nations Club Confiances, or whatever that name is? We have moved up 2 places this season. So we are on the 8th place now. That means we will have one more... Yeah, we have one more league path qualification that is a little bit better than the other one. But we need to move up 2 more places to take over Portugal's place to get 2 group stages for our... that would be lovely. That is my goal. That is my goal, getting 2 group stages, Champions League spots for the... that would mean 3 spots in total for Champions League in the Czech Republic. That's the goal, but that's gonna be tough because Portugal is on 52k. That's 10k more than 11k more than what we have right now. That is gonna be tough. I mean, where we are now is really, really good for the Czech Republic. That's really good. So yeah, that's that. So a little bit of some tactical choices here that I have decided to go with. It's not a big deal. We are basically playing the same as we did before, with 2 small differences, right? We got a halfback in here again, right? That's one of the changes. Instead of a defensive midfielder or ball-winning midfielder or whatever else I've done, I feel like the halfback is a really good. I don't know. It's just performing really well for me in most tactics, and I'm gonna put it in there again. I kind of like it. The other thing is we don't really have a good wide target man anymore. So we are gonna play with inverted wingers because all the guys that are gonna play over here basically are inverted wingers. So we're gonna play with inverted wingers on the left hand side, and that is actually the only 2 things that I have changed in this tactic. All the rest is the same. So it's basically the same as last season, except from just 2 roles. So there we go. Right, so how are we gonna line up this season? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Squad depth, right? So let's go over it. I like to come in here and check it out here at the beginning of the season because we are sitting right in front of the next game, which is actually I'll show you after who we're gonna play in the first game in the next episode. So up front, Tran might be up here, but I'm probably not gonna be playing him up here too much. I think it's more gonna be Koster and Kadover. Those 2 are probably gonna be playing up there for the most part because I want to move Tran back here to the Shadow Striker role. I think he is very well suited to that role, and I could see him get a shit ton of goals and a shit ton of assists as well. Fredericks is here, but I'm not seeing him as a Shadow Striker, so you could actually take him out. He's only in here because I feel like he's just as good here as he is in another spot. Like with Tran, he's just as good here as he is up here. But I see them playing in different spots. So Domesi is likely my second option in there, and there is also other, other players that could play here, but just not first choice kind of things, right? So Tran and Domesi on the Shadow Striker. Out left, that is probably where we have the most, depth, to be honest. We got Santos, we got Atanasov, who could also play somewhere else and likely will play somewhere else. We got Schultz and we got Karlsbach. So we got plenty of players who are good enough for the first team here. We also got Hanslik, and we also got one more player in here, Lars Nielsen in the B squad. Plenty of players over here. On the other side, we got Volmark, who is probably our first choice. We got Pasalic and Siska. I think Siska is going to play more over here this season. I have taken him out of the striker role, so Siska is probably third choice. Maybe even fourth choice, because we also got Ferrier. So there is, again, a lot of depth over here. Plenty of players that can, take that. I mean, I don't even know who of these guys are going to be my first choice. I would think it's going to be Volmark. It could be Pasalic. But if Ferrier, like, last season, our crazy guy, youngster, had an absolutely crazy season. Who knows? It depends on who plays well, right? Same with over here. Who plays well is going to play. In the midfield, I'm missing a player here. Probably because of that. Yep. Yeah, Ceballos or Ceballos was missing in here. Let's take him out of that, and let's take him out of... He could probably play up there, to be honest, but... Yeah, I'm not really seeing him as a shadow striker, but whatever. He could also play over here, but let's take him out of that. So in the midfield, central midfielder on attack, Fredericks. I'm gonna move him down. He played last season as a shadow striker. I'm gonna move Tran down to do that. So Fredericks is moving down to play a central midfielder on attack role instead. He's a more technical player. He's not much of a I mean, he scored a lot of goals last season, but he can also score a lot from this role. So I'm going to move him down with Ceballos as the second option and Jose as the third option. And Cusera in the B team, who's probably not going to play, to be honest. He got also moved out on loan. Who knows? So, yeah, I feel like we're pretty good up here. I don't really have any concerns about this whole area up here. That's rock solid. We got plenty of players that can play pretty much everywhere, and yeah, I'm not concerned about that area at all. Defensive midfield, it hasn't been strengthened. Not entirely, at least. We got Augustusson, we got Otasowi, and then I'm moving Haverstock up here. That is my 3 guys that are going to play here. I do not know who is going to be first choice because Otasowi can play in the central defense as well, doing quite well last season, quite often in that role. Haverstock, same deal, could play down here quite a lot. So who is going to be the main guy? I don't know. I would think it's going to be Otasowi, but it could also be Haverstock. And who knows, maybe Augustusson is going to come in and just blow us away. Open for debate, that defensive midfield role. But it is a halfback. It's not a defensive midfield. It is a halfback, and all of them are very adept to playing halfbacks. So that's very, very good. Moving into this defensive area. Well, I guess the halfback is also the defensive area, but inverted wingbacks. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess I didn't really strengthen too much here. And right now we can't actually see my new signing over here because he basically got no stars for this place. So we can't see him over here, but there is that extra guy that can play over here, and I think he is my first choice. What was his name? I forgot it. Gabriel? No, Gabriel was over here. But anyway, we got 4 decent choices. We got Hollis Larsen, Vianello. Actually, Vianello, is he playing over here? Yes, he is. Vianello is playing over here. Vianello, Larsen, Seaman, and the other guy. So we got 4 choices. That is more than enough in terms of squad depth. More than enough. Yoldi out on loan, so he's not going to play. On the other side, we got Ibsen, we got Tweed, and we got Gabriel. I think Gabriel is going to be the best one in there. I think so, because Ibsen is more a central defender who is often going to play as a central defender. But I moved him out here because he's actually quite adept to play out here. He can definitely do that. He got a decent left foot, and he got all the numbers to do it. So he's like, because I didn't really find another right inverted wingback, so I moved Ibsen down here to play that role as well. But I think Tweed and Gabriel is probably the 2 that we will most likely see in that spot for the most part, but Ibsen could play as a third fiddle to the other 2. So that's yeah, I wouldn't say I have strengthened in that area, so I'm a little bit concerned about our inverted wingback, but they are still half decent, so it's okay. When it comes to our central defenders, we got plenty of options, right? Haverstock, Atonasov. I think Atonasov might be the first choice. Haverstock, second choice. Nathan Jones, third choice, right? On the left-hand side, we got Horak, we got Sindelar. We even got one more player in here. Who's that? Yandu, who's out on loan. Plenty of options on the left-hand side. No worries whatsoever. Homero is probably my best central defender on the right-hand side, but we also got Ibsen and Otasowi who can come down and play here. And even as a fourth option, Nathan Jones, right? And fifth choice, Forstmeyer. Some of them might go out on loan because we got more than enough squad depth here to make it happen. Homero could also play on the left-hand side, but I think he's a better central defender, so I like to play him more in the central defense compared to as an inverted wingback. I think he's just better as a central defender, Homero. I think he might even be our best defender right now, so yeah, make of that what you want. My biggest worry of them all right now is my goalkeepers. Yeah, wow, Thiago Martins is actually getting one more star. Ah, that's good. But I'm taking a big gamble. I'm kind of taking a big gamble here on the goalkeeping. And if I'm not seeing anything really good from him, Giroud that is, as a first choice, then I need to go out and sign one before the transfer is closing. But I'm going to use him as a first choice this season. I think he might be ready for it. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. He should be. I mean, he should really be good enough. And if he's getting enough playtime, he will develop. This guy will develop into even a better one. And we also got decent options when it comes to backups. We got Norgard, and we also got Thiago Martinez, a very young one, who would also become a really good goalkeeper with the years to come. But it is a risk not having a very proven goalkeeper in there. Hopefully Giroud will do fine. So that's the squad depth, and you know, overall, I'm pretty damn happy with our squad this season. I don't really have many worries. Even with that many players getting sold for big money, we have strengthened overall, I would say. I think we have strengthened, actually. I'm very happy about it. So just a quick look here on the fixtures and who we're going to play and how we did in the friendlies. As you can see, we conceded like 3 goals. So, yeah, and these are very weak teams. At Mira Prague, that's a very, very weak team. 18-0. Yeah, I think that's the highest I've ever seen in FM22. That's probably the highest. So that's interesting. And yes, we did win this Super Cup, so we already have a trophy in the trophy cabin. Lovely. Against Branska Bystrica. I don't know. But yeah, we won that one. Quite good game for us. I love it. It's fantastic. So, in the next episode, we got two, because we are starting this season with the 2 first games of the season, because we have a lot of new players that is gonna play and stuff, so we need to kind of make sure that we are starting off good here. It is a pretty hard one to begin with against Slavia Prague at home. Should really win it. I mean, we really should win it. And when we got one against Siske Budijuvic, wow, I have always slaughtered that one, don't I? So, not the worst start, but not the best start either in terms of who we are playing. But yeah, that's I think that's about it for this episode. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you around in the next episode where we are gonna, you know, start a new season. Season 9, that is. Season 9. Wow. See you around, folks.